Like on YouTube, it'll tell you like you need to go take that part out for copyright. They're gonna remove the part where they was playing the music. It's a new team, man. I don't know what they possess. Got a new quarterback.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it
quarterback, new running back, new lineman,
an elite wide
new receiver.
The confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one.
People came back.
Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see
corner.
a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State
Both safeties were on the team. They didn't play. We don't know, guys. We'll see.
I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
That's good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
The give to the back.
Oh.
Got a little space. Turning it on. At the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start.
You know a little bit. Now I can see who's my guys. Okay, he's gone, but this guy. Okay. Y'all can run. You know who was the fastest?
And they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Thomas looking to fire. Dances away. He's going to take off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. Anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
On the defense side of the ball. It'll be lines.
And off from the shotgun. It's a game of first downs, and they've got
there they go.
their own 37.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Can't
make the connection, and the
defense go.
Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, y'all, look at that. I got him for Texas Tech. Thank you, Texas Tech and Oregon. He went to Tech. He was a said school as a freshman. Texas Tech as a sophomore. He was with me last year. Now he's the guy.
Not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Thomas back to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking downfield on 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Oh, a double pass. There's the pressure. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion. But they lost the
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He lets one fly deep.
Oh!
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God for this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, looking to pass.
Get him.
Got rid of it just in time.
Throw the ball right. Leave the ball right there.
Yes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways.
Nothing.
And on your side of the field, that is not the way
Quarterback.
I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure
Why are
what they
you
were
over
thinking on
here?
offense.
They'll give it on the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Toss to the outside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's the handoff. There he goes.
He's supposed to be the guy. He's next. Stay safe.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
They say he's next.
Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're testing the right side.
Good tackle, boy.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas.
I'm on my game, though.
Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. The Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Thomas back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he gets the first down. And I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, oh, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. Had to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulsa. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got a man. It's late. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bounce against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Quarterback moving. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium,
You can tell that's the new update. Like, they've been knocking them balls down a lot lately.
And now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Right in the
Let's see
middle.
if they can get something
He's
going
open,
here
too.
late in the
It's
half.
about to be a race.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And after a successful run like that,
That's
on
good,
first
though.
down, if
I
you're
kinda
the
like
offensive
that.
coordinator here, maybe you're thinking
That,
about
you can tell
being
they put that
aggressive
on
and
there
potentially
and that-
taking a shot because even if
that
it's
short
incomplete now on
yardage.
second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here
Make
on
sure you
third.
get it. They ain't gonna give it to you like that.
Thomas back to pass.
No, son.
Quick completion on the out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
It's good nuts.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they ground. It's late. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They want to run it left here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bundled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker went too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. With jet sweep pass. He's knocked down just short of the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the
going for the big play. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Motion from the back. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this
He beat him
offense.
off the
Something
line.
you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the 1st half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half.
Yeah, I just keep moving it until it's.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Thomas looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
He's having a day, man. 3 picks.
Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
At the 30-yard line. Now, fourth down.
And the Badgers will try to convert on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's on target and complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what...
Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Thomas back to pass. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Got his man downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Thomas looking to fire. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Badgers are marching down the field. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Caught behind the line. It's Madden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
Yeah, this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
35, Wisconsin, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today.